Hey, good afternoon. It's one Voltard Forever coming to you live and unedited from Voltard Studios, nestled in a holler somewhere near Rocky Top. And I decided to make a video today. We got a game tonight. North Carolina A&T and Jacksonville State. Now, that probably doesn't interest a lot of the big boys. They like to bust on the FCS schools as high school teams. Just like here a few years ago when the Vols played Chattanooga at homecoming. A guy walked into the shop where I was working at and said, well, they did pretty good for playing a high school team. Just showing the ignorance of the fact that if you play an FCS school, you're playing a team that's in the top third of all college football teams. Because in the NCAA, the National Collegiate Athletic Association, you have Division I, which is comprised of the football bowl subdivision and the football championship subdivision, which, by the way, has had a real playoff for years. And then there's Division II and Division III. Then there's the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, NAIA, and then there's junior college. So there's somewhere around 850 or 900 total college football teams. And the FBS gets to carry more scholarships than the FCS within Division I, but that doesn't make the FCS high school teams. But anyway, tonight's matchup ought to be pretty good. I don't really have much love lost for Jacksonville State. Hats off to them. Got to respect them. They're a great team. But the Skyhawks stayed within a touchdown of them last year, and if they can keep the game slowed down this year, the Skyhawks will have a chance to win down the stretch against Jacksonville State. But we'll just see how that all plays out, injury-wise and everything else. But, last year I think the FCS won about 10% of their games over FBS opponents. This year, the FCS doesn't have the luxury of having North Dakota State playing an FBS school. I guess the FBS schools all got scared of playing them. Because I think North Dakota State's won like their last 6 or something like that. They beat Iowa, Iowa State, Kansas State. As a matter of fact, if you want to see some really good football, there's a video on YouTube out there about the best drive in North Dakota State history. And it's against Kansas State. The year after Kansas State had played for the Big 12 title, I think. It mentions it on the video. But you can see where Kansas State kind of dominated the line of scrimmage, but North Dakota State had a great coaching job, and they marched it down the field and ended up winning the game. But that's worth watching. But as far as tonight goes, I think I'm going to go ahead and root for North Carolina A&T because I just don't have a whole lot of love lost for Jacksonville State.